Right, hello, this is Miniature Modeller Paul with update number 5, and this is now Sunday the 21st. So here we go then. So the colours I'm going to use now, I've been and looked into the torpedoes, and there's so many different colours and variations you can think of. Museums have them in different places, and there's some photographs that look similar. So I've done quite a few torpedoes on my mini subs, and I've done them all in dark colours. And as you may not see, these torpedoes might not be in the submarine, may or may not be in the submarine, might be sitting outside. I thought to myself, let's have them a bit of colour like one of the museums. Now what one of them had is the main body was like a steel colour, and which is why I've got this one. Oh, sorry, there you go. That's better. I think you can see that bit better. Steel, and the cap will be brass, and I can do detail paint as well. So there you go. That one. So I'm going to do the steel colour first on the large bits, and it's a lacquer paint, but this is a true colour, extreme colour, or metal I should say, and I'm going to give it a good shake up, a very good shake up. Should have shaken it, I bet I've shaken both at the same time actually, because it'd be easier. I have got a paint shaker, believe it or not, but I thought I'd do this. Now I've got my compressors on. It's got a bit of thinness in it at the moment in the airbrush, just sitting there over behind me, and then I'll put the fan on in a minute. And I've undone the window, a little vent on the Velux window, so that the air comes in and gets sucked out, so you get an exchange of air in this area. It's a small area to pump it out. If it was really bad, I'd actually, if I was going to spray really heavy, I'd be using both fans. The other one's nice, the filter's really clean because it doesn't get used as such. It's just to get the air out. So here we go, so get back to the steel. So there you go. Yeah, that's come off the bottom now. Right, good. So what I'm going to do now is get my airbrush over here and take my cap off. And because I've got a habit of not using the belt, I always put it in a little lid that's over there. Give it a little spray because that's right. Get the excess out into the dispenser. There you go, it's done. Right, here we go then. So now shaking this up. Now I'm going to put the fan on now. And I've got my new match down for when I'm doing the modelling side. That's why it's got cardboard underneath here, the cloth's on here, so if I spill anything, it won't affect the actual cutting mat. See, I've got that way. And now I'm going to do this. Put it in. And now, get a torpedo. Like this. And there we go. Go too heavy, I'm going to go back in, let it dry. Phil Flory says if you basically do light coats, it does a better job and you build it up. Back in with the first one. Oops. Just go straight. A little bit more like that. one side again. Just keep building it up slowly. Again. Shake up a bit. Maybe some more. Back in this one, don't want to linger too much on places. It's run out already. It's very thin paint. I'll lay that down now quickly, just give us a stir. Last coat, I think. Paintbrush out, put some thinners in, quite a bit. Then I'm going to switch off the camera now and come back in after I've ready for the next paint job for the brass on top of the cap. So here we go, see you in a few seconds. Lights on back now, and we're ready to spray the brass on the actual other parts of the torpedo. And this has been well shaken. It's definitely liquid at the bottom. And where's the colour is? Airbrush. We don't need too much, not spray as much as I do. There we go, packing review, and then you will see this going on, I suppose, because it's not a grey colour. See, I'm misting it on because I don't want to go on with one big heavy coat. Same again. on a bit heavier coat with this one now. Leave that one to dry. Back onto this one. Yeah, I've got enough paint, I think. Yeah, well, a little bit more. I think I've got enough paint here to do the little job. Yeah, I think so. There you go. Just to show you. It's brass to me, but it's actually looking coppery on the screen, so I'll try and get that alter later on, but it is actually a brass colour. Pretty happy with that one. Right, I'm going to switch off now because I've got to do a clean. I'll put a bit of I'll get rid of the paint first. Just left it in, it's very little. Now on the silver torpedoes, I noticed there was a seam line running along, not all the way across, but on the bit where one side of the joint there's a seam line. So I might have to go in and do some sanding to get rid of that, and then recoat them. I'm not too worried about doing that. I'm going to let them dry overnight, and then I'll sand them back to get them rid of that, and then go back in with it. So there you go. I'm going to just do that. Let's turn this off. I'll turn it back on when I do the cleaning. So that's the end of this little short session of doing these, and like I said, whether they look brass or not, I don't know, but they definitely look brassy. Whoops, that's it. They definitely look brassy to me. The colour you're seeing on the screen, perhaps it dries it look better, but definitely brass colour, much better. I like that, and that's it. I'll mask off and do the props brass later on to give it a bit of definition, and I think then I'll give, once I've done a clean up on the seams on the silver part, the main torpedo bodies, then I'll actually respray the actual the steel or colour on, and then when they're all dry, I'll give them a bit of a wash to give them a bit of detail, so you can actually pick out the details on it, and I think that'd be quite nice as well. It'd be an oily wash most probably, or something like that, but anyway, so thank you very much for watching this short session. The next session you're going to see me doing now is getting stuck into a bit more building while I wait for this to dry, for the torpedo section of the submarine. So here we go. I'm going to switch off and I'll catch you in a minute. It'll be a minute to you, but it'll be quite a bit of time for me. Right, I'm back now, and just to show you the copper, I think I'm going to turn my light on up here. I think that's what it was. I didn't have enough light, but you'll see now that that is definitely a coppery colour. There you go, just thought I'd show you that. Anyway, they're drying nicely, so that's okay. Right, so now we're on to this part of the submarine. There's the torpedoes we've already made up, well, not completely put together, we've only got two bits to join together, but it was easier to paint them like that than when it was to start masking. So these are done. So now I need basically C14, I don't know if you can see that better. I'll come in a bit further. There you go. That's better. You can see C14 we need. There's two of those, and there's obviously going to make four up because you've got two torpedo tubes. Then we also need A8 and A1. So we do the C14s first. Oh, we need B7 as well for the both ends of the actual torpedo tubes. So here we go. So I've got two C's here available, and this is, you know, I'm going to have to come out now to show you a bit better. Oops, wrong way. That's typical of me. There you go. So now if I move that, you know we needed we named it C14, so that's okay. So there it all is. This is the sprue, C sprue. So we need that one off there. So if I come in a bit more, don't think you need all that. There you go. So where's my screw cutters? Here we go. And we're going to cut off the actual C14. So there we go. And I'm going to do it. You can see it better that one ways. So I'm going to come in like this. Turn around and do this side now. That's it. We've got those out of the way. Now what I want to do now is get the other ones off the other sprue, because there's two sprues. And I'm doing the same thing again, coming in this way. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way, aren't I? There we go. Obviously won't be able to be helped sometimes. If I can come this way. It's getting used to doing things when you're filming, and I'm not used to doing it when you're filming. There you go. So that's the two tubes off there. So we've done those, so we can get them. Now we can get the bits ready now. So if I come back to this, if I move this out of the way again. Come back to this. If I do this, I think you can see it. If I come back down again briefly, I don't like going in and out, but it's easy to do this. So now we've got those lots of twos. Now I'm getting a bit used to moving it around and knowing where I am. So we need B7s, 2, and we need B8. Oh, sorry, we need B7, A8, and A1. So here we go. We've got to go. So they're the C, so we don't need those. So I'll put those over there out of the way for a couple of seconds. And now we need the B. Now this is the B sprue, or the A sprue I should say. And this is the A sprue. I'm going to come out a bit, show you the size of it. If I move that away, out of the way, you'll see. Quite a big sprue. Well, they're all big sprues on this one. So got all the main bridge areas as well, but what we need is this one, which is there. So, and we don't even need the number, because you can see that that's exactly what we need. So we need that. So I'll cut that off now. Not worry about getting close to it, because there you go. We've got that one. That's done. And we need that one, because we saw that on the actual cut. You can see it's quite big. Wrong way. I do like to cut with the flat bit towards the kit. There you go. I'm still in the sprue and the trim where I am. So I'm not cutting there. I'll come over this side and cut that one. So that's there. So now we've got that one, and if I move that back that way, you'll see them there. I think you'll see that really like that. And there. So they're there for ready for going. So the next thing we need, I'll get my instructions. I won't show you these again for the moment. But we need B7 twice. So we've got to go back to our B sprue. You can see that there is part of the bridge, as you can see. So go back to B, and we need 7. B7. Is this B? This is C. That one was. Oh, sure. I'm going to have to put my tags on. I can normally do. This is A. So was it an A we need? No, it was a B. See, so we need a B sprue. We're going to be back in a couple of seconds. I've left that in the other room, so I only thought I needed these. So back in a second. And I'm back, and I've got the B sprue, and there we go. So it's not a very big sprue like the other one, but I think these are the bits we need. So I'm just going to make sure they've got the numbers. It's pretty obvious, really. I think here it is, B7. We need 2. So, and that one is, and it's B sprue, and there's only 2 of those circles, so it's got to be them, and it, as I say, 7 on them as well. So there we go, back to the cutting again. I'll cut so you can see me cutting. Oops, don't want to go right to it, even though you're not going to see this because it'll be inside the main hole, but I still like to be a bit tidy if I can. There you go, that says 2, so we've got those 2 bits. And just check on the instructions to make sure, or destructions as I normally call them. And that's it for part number 2. If I do it like that, I'll just lay it down actually. Part 2 is this one, and that's the going with the rear hole bits. We're doing this, but I'm going to get this bit done. So them 2 are going to be good together. That and that's got to be on there. That basically the back plate where the torpedo won't fall through into the rest of the sub if you do slide into place, which we can do. There you go. So that's what we do. We start putting it together now. So if I put that down there, I'll put this over here. They'll go back in the box in a minute. Right. What we've got to do is finishing off the cutting of this. So I've got to get rid of the there's no positive and negative ones. These are all flat butts fits. So if I get it wrong, the butt stops at me. Anyway, so there you go. There you go. With my last name, everything hinges on me. There you go. That's that. Yep. So cut these ones out as well. And that's it. So they've got to be cleaned up now. So you've seen me sanding already, so you know what I'm going to do there. I'm going to get rid of these 2 little bits here into my tin or empty later. There you go. So that's rubbish factory. So there you go. I'm going to move that out of the way. And now I'm going to do a bit of sanding, so I should come back in a minute when I've done a bit of sanding and when I've got to glue them together. Here we go. I'm going to clean those bits up. See you in a few seconds. But for me a bit longer.